Get it on John. What they call it. Y'all call me Get It On John today. Boy, it's been a day. Been a day, been a day, been a day, been a day. What's up with y'all? Still on the grind all the time. For real, for real. Give y'all a chance to get up in here so we talk about these trailers a little bit and talk about what happened today. Ugh. Ugh. Something you don't want to happen. Say that. Live chats. See if we can get fear y'all up in here. We can talk a little bit. On the grind all the time. Oh boy, I tell you, boy, it's been a crazy day. I gotta clean my truck up. Look terrible up in here. Getting loaded. Getting loaded. Well, I had an interesting day today. I had somebody try to run underneath my truck. They did. I gotta go to Freightliner and get a hubcap, some lug nuts, lug nut covers, and probably gonna need a front end alignment. Probably need a tie rod. Be honest with you. I don't think this alignment yet right like it's supposed to be right now. How y'all doing this evening? Can't talk about the trailer game today. Trailer game. And you know, like I oftentimes say, man, stick it to the strip. You know what I'm saying? Stick it to the script. Modify it when necessary, but don't change the whole plan. And I actually had a couple of people ask me, you know what I'm saying, why why I bought a step deck. Why did you get a step deck when you in Jackson, Mississippi area with all that flatbed work? What's up with y'all this evening? They say you gotta smile sometimes just to keep crying. I ain't got nothing to cry about, but at the same time, I'm gonna keep smiling because one thing about it, truth prevail over a lot of stuff. But like I said, I had somebody run underneath my truck today. Got some pictures in the community, made a little short video about it, but everything good. They weren't injured. Their car is totaled. It's total. And it was not my fault. Hey, y'all take a look at this. This is real industrial stuff. Now that's a train pushing a pot of recycled iron. They finna go melt it down, and when they get through melting it down, it's gonna be rebar, and that's what I'm going to pick up today. That's why I'm here to pick it up. This is a flatbed only load until we explain to the shipper what the capabilities of this trailer was. Up until now, this was a flatbed only load. Why? Because the material is suitable for a flatbed. It comes out in lengths of 51 feet, I think. That's what this load is, 51 feet. Comes out in 60-foot lengths and things like that. And by this being what I would call a flatbed only load, it's because these are whole pieces like carrying pipe or rebar or iron, big iron beams and things like that. You want a continuously flat deck. And that was one of the reasons why when I first came out, I told you guys I was going to get ramps. And y'all knew from the beginning that I was going to get ramps. I was going to carry some equipment and stuff like this. But in the consideration of purchasing these ramps, we looked at different kinds of ramps, the different capacities of ramps, and came to the conclusion that One way to make this trailer way more versatile, or they get me right. They finna drop it on me. You see it in the background. But anyway, one way to make this trailer more versatile is to not be excluded from flatbed only loads that are full trailer length. And how do you do this? Load levelers. Load levelers do exactly what they say. They level the load. And they are the ramps. They flip up and they have some more attachments on them that let them stand up and be able to do this. But the reason I got step, and some people probably couldn't understand the reason why I got a step deck, was because I knew that a little money could make that step deck do just about anything a flatbed could do. But it don't matter pretty much how much money you spend on a flatbed and what you do to the flatbed. It's certain stuff that that's heavy. Ooh wee. Oh yes, sir. Wow. It didn't take the arch out of the trailer, but I felt that. But anyway, like I said, you can spend as much money as you want on a flatbed trailer. It'll still be a little over 4 feet tall, almost 5 feet tall when you stand beside it, the deck. And that doesn't lend itself very favorably to carrying those objects that are 9, 10 feet tall. You can't get them on a flatbed. So that's where the step deck and RGNs and stuff like that comes in. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with a straight flatbed. There is tons of flatbed freight, 48, 53-foot flatbed. But one thing about it, when you're building a company and you're building a fleet, and you don't know exactly what you're going to be carrying, you don't have any permanent contracts in place to where you know, hey, this is going to be what I'm carrying every day until till Jesus comes back. You make yourself more versatile and more able to do different things. How's the sound coming in? Anybody let me know about the sound? I will say this, there are just some things you can't put on a flatbed. I've seen them lately because the rush that's going on out here right now. I seen them put some stuff that was kind of sketchy on the height. It's kind of sketchy on the height. Brother called me Chef, but it looked a little sketchy on the height. And that's what your things where if you're familiar with the run and everything, you know what type of obstacles you're going to be dealing with. Having a height over height situation, get a permit. Some people don't, but I suggest you do get a permit. And in an over height situation, you get a permit and you would run it. But like I said, a lot of this equipment is very heavy. A lot of this equipment is so heavy that you have to have a special type of ramp, special kinds of ramps to do this work. You can't get a 10,000-pound capacity ramp and load um, a gantry crane or one of these. You can't load one of those right there with a 10K ramp. You can't do it. It's gonna buckle and fail. So, most of the time people will go the flatbed route because they either know what they're gonna be doing or they're trying to be as economic as possible. And being economical and having your cost in order and everything far as your cost analysis and your cost of operation in order is fine. But if you see the way to push yourself into a different market, making yourself available to do things they don't think you could possibly do. This, let's see, this getting put on there, straight as it can be, long as it can be. Let's see. Look at them low level. So, without those attachments, that couldn't really ride because you can't have it leaning to the back where it's gonna slide off the trailer. You have to have it level where you can secure it. And I'm gonna show y'all probably in some pictures how to secure this because a lot of it is floating. So, if y'all been watching load securement videos about pipes and rebars and angle iron, different stuff like that that I have carried, y'all know what I'm gonna do with these straps. And they get down with the get out. I feel it. They putting it on here. They putting it on here. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with flatbed. And you think about it, I just stuck to the script. If you think about the dig height on the high shot, about 33, 34, 36 inches, 38 inches, somewhere up in that area right there. The average low boy dock is 40 inches. Just for y'all that didn't know that, the average low boy dock is 40 inches. So when you pull up with your high shot to the John Deere place and you get ready to unload a tractor, you'll notice that your deck is about 4 to 6 inches short of the dock height. What's up, Wade? What's up, brother? About 4 inches short of the dock height, and they'll just drive the machine up over the hump, and get you loaded or unloaded. But there was a distinct advantage about me running high shot. It was that some of the loads, if they weren't too heavy, they could be put on the high shot because they were tall and they paid a premium because really it was a step deck load, but it was light enough for me to carry. Well, like I said, I just scaled it up. My deck height went from 35 inches, 34, 35 inches to 40 inches. I gained the 4 inches it need to bump that dock and be right there. What's up, D? What's tonight? I'm just speaking up on the differences in the step deck game and the flatbed game when you get ready to pick your equipment, and some of the reasons why I went with a step deck instead of just a standard flatbed. I could have really went and bought a used flatbed um a whole lot cheaper than what I paid for this trailer right here. I could have even bought an all aluminum used trailer for way less than what I paid for this trailer. I could have bought ramps on eBay somewhere that people had that I could have possibly fashioned into low levelers for much cheaper than what I did. But the main consideration when you're doing a job is having the equipment and the tools necessary to do the job effectively, correctly, and without as much hassle as possible. So one of the biggest things I was concerned with is I wanted aluminum trailer. Aluminum trailer was without a doubt. Um, who makes who makes pretty much in my mind the best aluminum trailer? Thought about that. I said I know who that is. Then in other instances, I thought, okay, well, since they make the best aluminum trailer, well, I can find a used one that's not that used and work it like that. But I felt like the type of stuff that I was going to be carrying, even though I didn't know exactly what I was going to be carrying, the type of stuff I envisioned carrying and the type of weight I envisioned playing with on a daily basis, I just didn't want to take the chance because I really thought I was going to be running coils a lot, and I really do. Hey man, I appreciate that, bro. It one of them things where you know what I'm saying, thinking outside the box. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even that far out of the box because low level has been in existence for a long time since everybody saw the need to turn a step deck into a flatbed. But it is cost prohibitive to do it at the level that I'm doing it at because we're dealing with some serious weight. So you can buy the low levelers that are kitted as a ramp and not buy the ramp that's meant for what you do because it's the same thing when you turn it sideways and turn it to a low level. It still has to have that serious carrier capacity, and we do have that. Um, One of the biggest things, like I said, that stops a lot of people from even going into the step deck game and getting ramps, low levelers, toolboxes, all that crazy stuff is the cost. Most of the time, it's the cost and the fact that the person that's getting it or the company that's getting it knows basically what they're going to be carrying, and they don't see the need to buy an all aluminum step deck or all aluminum flatbed trailer. A lot of companies just buy combo trailers because they know the weights that they're going to be carrying, that they're not going to be over at these particular customers. But in my particular case, I'm building new customers and cultivating some relationships I had with some of my older customers, letting them know that hey, we done stepped up, we running some weight, and we ready to do what it do. And with that being said, you want to be ready for the world. So I've been running that Home Depot cement, did that for a few weeks, and I stopped for a week. I stopped for a week, and they called me back and told me they were gonna give me $300 more per run because they like how I work and they wonder where I been. Terrell said, "What experience did you already have in a semi? Because I'm considering doing the same as you." Now I did have some experience in a semi, dump truck, charter bus, mm, and a couple more things I had already been driving for deer because I'm from Mississippi, man. You got them farmers down there, man. I ain't gonna say they tricking you, but at the same time, they got a little exemption where you can run them air miles, and if you're working for the farm name on side of the truck, man, them folk don't bother you. You can run grain and all that type of stuff. So I already had some experience with the big rig, but I ain't have no license. You know what I'm saying? So if you think about doing what I did, man, I really do suggest that you start off in a high shot if you're not already in one. You know what I'm saying, and get the basics of the business, the accounting, the load securement, and dealing with these brokers and whatnot to a science, so you can actually be more prepared when you go ahead and scale up. But what's up, brother? Big Homie Transport LLCMS. Look at them. Yeah, up there, there the night at them low level. But like I said, man, if you gonna just go straight into semi, I suggest that you go to a reputable school. A lot of people like, nah, you ain't gotta go to school. And man, I'm gonna tell you just like this. You don't have to go to school to get a CDL. But extra knowledge in the field that you're gonna be doing it in. And if anybody could say, man, I don't need no school, man, I got this down pat. I just take the test and go back yada 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 and do this and that, and I get my license and be gone. I could have been the prime candidate to say that. I already know how to do all the maneuvers. I can swing and bang. Shift 18 gear, 15 gear, 13 gear, 10 and 9, 8LL. I drove all this stuff. So get what? If anybody was gonna say that, I could have said that. But I'm just like this, man. Why deprive yourself of some extra knowledge and possibly learning from some people that have been doing that job or something close to that job for a long time? So it ain't gonna hurt nothing. And like I say, CDL school ain't gonna teach you how to secure these loads effectively. To be honest with you, it's gonna give you the basics about driving, driver safety, pre-trips and stuff like that, which is super important. Your pre-trips gonna save your life one day, I'm telling you. But in a situation where you really, really, really wanna be on your game, I just say don't miss the opportunity to get more and more knowledge in your field that you study. And that's anything. That's music. That's, hey, man, whatever you do, tennis, all that stuff, whatever you do, dealing with a whole lot of different sources and getting more and more knowledge about the subject can only better you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where, like I said, I stuck to the script, y'all, and it is what it is. This ain't nothing but a big ass hot shot. I ain't running no whole lot of partials because right now I don't have to. You got to. Talking about make two, 22, $2,400 a day and be back at my house in the same day. This one of the first days I ain't been back at the house in a long time because of the incident that happened today when somebody tried to run up under my truck. But like I say, that's neither here or there. We ain't gonna talk about that. I'm gonna run over to the freight line and buy me a couple hubcaps and some lug nut covers and put that thing back on cute. Head to the lineman shop probably tomorrow, probably tomorrow, and see what the extent of what happened. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro. Hey, much respect you too, brother. Everybody on here, man. Much love and respect to everybody that be checking this out, man. Because, like I said, this ain't your normal entertainment. Hey, man, look at me, what I'm doing. Nah, we on some real, everyday, trying to help stuff. You know what I'm saying? Make you a better individual at what you're doing out here once you come out here, which will lead you to a greater percentage of success. Them folk ran up under me in that car today. Did I cry? I know I wasn't at fault, but even if I was at fault, I ain't cry about it because wasn't nobody hurt. The truck was severely damaged. They car was total, but wasn't nobody hurt. So I feel like that's a blessing in itself. We'll worry about the insurance part of the deal later. But get what? Eyewitnesses, man. I had the eyewitnesses on deck. They was over in the project chilling. Boy, they said, man, these folk that ran up under the truck and they called a whole entire family to the corner to help explain what they didn't see. Hmm, that happens a lot. Jump out of the truck, pictures and videos out the ass. Pictures and video out the ass in the position it was. 10 seconds. Back on up. I got to get out of here. Yeah, my truck sitting pigeon toed, man. It knocked my front end lineman out. Cause they slammed straight into the tie, man. No secret. Ain't no secret. They did that. Now I got like 40, probably 47.5 on here. Ah, no, 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 no. It's 48.3. My bad. That was the low. They're more than 47.5. It's 48,300 pounds. What they can't carry, most of them can't carry, and that's why I'm finna run 198 mile for $950. Cause they can't tote it. Sure, they could have left a couple of them off. Yeah, but we on some real stuff. Like I said, you do what they can't do, and see, don't you get you some money? Just do what they refuse to do. Oh, it's too heavy. I can't scale that. And they keep taking 2 bundles of rebar off the truck every time. Before it's over with, that's a whole bundle of rebar. Yeah, that's terrible. Y'all look, man. Y'all look at this. My tie straight. You see it lean, and this tie ain't straight. And it leaning. We got a problem. Hey, man, we got a problem, but we ain't gonna worry about it. Oh, snap. He can't get out my little done. What my boy? Oh snap, dude, creatively stack you. Oh my done that what's up? I ain't mad at him. I'm finna do my thing. Hey, I'm gonna hit y'all back up a little bit later when I pull in. Go live. I'm gonna show you the low security. But right now I got to get to work and get on up out of here, man. I'm about 2 hours behind schedule on my day, cause people doing what they ain't supposed to be doing out here, trying to kill themselves. We'll holler at y'all, man.